Okay, 2018's Truth or Dare. So, if you happen to be with a group of your friends, and you happen to be in Mexico, and a stranger walks up to you and says, "Hey, we should go to this place and party," and then he takes you to a weird abandoned building, and offers to play a game of Truth or Dare with you, but the game then becomes real because the game technically is possessed, and then if you say truth, and you're asked by the... Pretty much, sometimes it looks pretty decent when they do the... Effectively, everything goes like high Joker smile, so everyone's got like... I can't quite get as high of an arc. Sometimes it's a CGI bit, other times they actually do it with their face. And you're asked truth or dare. If you say truth, it asks you a question. If you answer the question, you die. If you take dare, you normally do something kind of crazy. If you refuse to do the dare, you die. That's the premise of the movie. That premise is kind of thin. Incredibly thin. The truth parts, when they say truth, it does give a little more to the character motivations and backgrounds, and that's okay. That's not bad. You know, it works pretty well. Ironically, the part I like the most is when they actually do the background on what happened and why this is going on. Ironically, that small, like 5-10 minute segment where they go through the origins of how this happened, I was like, man, I would so rather be watching that film than what I'm watching right now. And this is an okay, like, PG-13 horror film. I classify it like that because not every PG-13 horror film is fantastic. I mean, the premise is pretty thin. The violence is relatively thin. I mean, you get some blood. Because it's PG-13, so they have to tone it down an awful lot. A lot of the characters are not likable, so when they refuse to play and they are off, you kind of go, I feel like it's no giant loss. When it comes to the ending has that thing you kind of go, I dig it enough. That works well enough. That's a satisfactory ending to this film. All in all, if you're a fan of PG-13 horror, this is on the lower end of them. Like I said, the initial 20 minutes where they build into it is okay. When it goes to the bulk of the film and it's the supernatural, pseudo-horror thriller, it's okay. But the real good part is when they do the background on it. And I'm glad that they well, have you checked Google? Let me check on my MacBook. So I can't wait for when we get like a few years later when someone goes, oh no, Alexa, can you look up? And they just yell at their, AI device to do the web searching for them instead of them, doing it. Oh, look at this. And then everyone crowds around the screen as they scroll through like a random Google search and then read the occasional random article. On the bright side, everything they read pretty much works perfectly, so they must have some of the best web searching skills of all time to type in random things and pretty much find exactly what they're looking for. So if you're a fan of PG-13 horror, this one is about as... I think this one's probably on the lower end. The concept is interesting. When they do the background on it, that's interesting. And the ending works well enough for the film. I can't say that I highly recommend it. It's not bad. I've seen significantly worse, but I watch a tremendous amount of films.